we're using blocks offensively, right? Block is not like.
Because in our mind it's defensive.
I'm gonna I probably said this again, and but I love it, so I'm gonna say it again. Guru Benjamin, he says that it's like driving a car, and what keeps you out of accidents is your driving skill. That's your footwork and your mobility. That is avoiding the accident entirely, right? And so that's layer number one. And then the block is your seatbelt. So you don't want your primary thing that keeps you safe is your movement, is not the block. The block is just there in case, oh shit, my movement didn't work. So this is your seatbelt, right, is the block. And then the airbag is this, all right? Because it's better to get hit in your arm than in your head. But you don't want to do that, right? You don't want the airbags deployed. Bad stuff happened already. So primary, right, is evading. I evade, but I cover with the block. Or I evade and I cover with the block. The block covers me, but I don't rely on it. I don't rely on it for safety in a defensive way. So what we're doing today is when we do use our blocks, is when we have to cross that distance. The hardest, right? The single hardest problem that we have is, here's me and Manny. How do I safely get from here to there, with and inflict harm on him, like this is without getting hit? Right. That's the hardest problem, and so we use our blocks to get across that space with minimal or no damage. Right. So our head is protected. Our head is protected. That's why I like that. Dos Chicas is block. There's just always a stick in front of your head. You can hit me with whatever. I'm just going to step in and block. So this goes, and then this comes behind it.
Okay.
But whatever you throw, because I'm going this side,
right,
this will protect me.
Okay.
I mean, you could hit my hand, but it's a very low percentage. Yeah.
Do it slow.
So
You were going real fast, yeah. There you go.
So that's an idea. I hit people with the stick sometimes. Sometimes I miss them, and I need to be better at missing and then stepping.
Following up. The follow-up. Okay.
The follow-up.
Okay.
Because they don't want to be there.
All right.
So you have to sometimes. It's not the first one. You have to.
Right.
You have to get. So there's an option off the shield, and people. I do it all the time. I go to that well too much, but you don't see other people do it very much. Okay. So we're gonna work off entries behind the roof, right? So we have several options here, and these are all. When we want to enter off the roof block, there's a thrust. That's number one.
Check the hand.
Over the hand, and ideally, what you want, check the hand, is you want to really dig down and come up like an uppercut, like you're throwing an uppercut. That's what you want ideally. Big circle, uppercut with the thrust. That's the motion you want.
The whole time tracking the weapon.
Yeah, if like I want to, and then because we have our other options, this hopefully will bend them over, and then you can try it for a clinch or whatever, or just hit them, right? But so that's our number one is the thrust. Number two is we can clinch.
Okay.
So
what side do you want?
forehand is most likely. And what you want, that's what I want. I want, ideally, is I grab his hand, I monitor his hand, I put my forehead like in his neck, and I'm at an angle, and I hook the puño behind his head. This is the ideal. you don't often get this, right? You might get we might be squared up.
Right.
My head, we might be more equal. You grab my arm, I grab your arm. But at least I monitor his weapon and we can work from there. So the next option is the clinch. This is my ideal. And from here, what I can do is I bend my knees and I circle to my right and I throw him down. That's ideal. But
That's the end goal.
that's your end game from there. But right now we're just looking at our clinch options. Or clinch here. Okay. So that's number 2. And then some of these work better. Obviously it's better if you have the hat on. Sorry.
Yeah.
No,
No.
So number 3 is we can push the face. So there's two methods. One, catch dog. What catch dog likes is really slow. He wants under the chin. He wants to push the head back and force them back. And this puts your spine out of alignment and takes your balance away. And so that's the advantage of this. And this is more, I think, if you want to clinch and tie up with them, that's probably going to be more likely.
Your entry point.
So the other option is you come on the side of their face, you push their head to the side, and then you just hit them on the way out, kind of on the way by. It's a little more like a drive-by. It's for people when you don't necessarily want to clinch with them, but you're still off balancing them, and then puts them in the right range for your strike. So this vegan dog does this a lot. He's a European dog brother. He's a little guy. He fights lots of people a lot bigger than him. And this is his money move that I see him do a lot. So you have those two options, under the chin, pressing straight back, or we kind of come on the side of the face, press to the side, and follow up with the strike. So there's 4 options. And I'm just going to be this guy.
Okay.
Is you cue me, because when you get in range, I'm going to hit you.
Oh, okay.
Your block is what stops that from happening. So
Oh,
no, you're fine.
okay. I thought I went a little too
Right
low.
on my
Sorry.
hip. Right on my hip, which was good. Right on
We've
my
been single for a while.
But okay, so yeah, okay. And yeah, obviously this is not fun.
Yeah.
to head up, but down here is where you want to be anyway.
Under the
I mean,
chin,
it's
right?
hard. You're much taller than me.
Yeah.
But that's what you want. And what I like on their arm is I like tricep around to control their weapon. You can do this. You can do that. And which is fine. It leaves his hand open to do some stuff sometimes. But I like this. This is much harder to control. So much stronger. So.
Got you locked.
There, and then this up on my neck, yeah, like that. Okay?
Right.
And ideally, you would step back with your right foot, and I would end up on the ground. So,
Try one of those.
okay. Do that one again. Do that one again. Let me see this hand like a unit kind of. This comes
Kinda like-
behind it. Yeah, it was much more like this than this.
Okay.
And you want to kind of both up at the same time.
Okay.
I think that's better. I don't know. Let's try that. Yeah. That
Yeah.
was a little
Yeah,
better.
I got in
That was a
quicker
little
that time.
better
Timing.
time. Then 1 and then 2. Okay, do one more and then we'll switch.
What was the last one? I'm trying to remember.
We did press the chin
Oh, I gotta
straight
do that
back.
one.
Or clothesline.
Yeah, or you
Well,
can
I'll just do
close lines or whatever.
Yeah, maybe not on the driveway.
Sorry.
Yeah, just under the chin and just push their head back. Come more straight.
Okay.
I
opposed
think
to
I
already
see you
angling
going
off, yeah.
angle
Yeah.
off a little bit to get this arm or whatever, but come a little more straight. That's what I see. Yes. You had a way shorter way to go to get that arm. That way.
And then, what was the other one?
So you have the face push, you
Push.
have under the
Oh,
chin.
under the chin.
You have
Dig
the
under. Okay,
side,
that's
or
right.
you have the
With
clinch.
hook. Okay.
You have whatever you want. And then throw me down that way. Do that again. I know you were kind of figuring it out. Do even, like I was saying, more, Maurice, because you're supporting.
No.
So you're supporting and then you're pushing.
Okay.
And you want to go, that push is coming at the, like almost the same, right behind the block.
I mean, it's almost a gunting motion.
No hesitation, yeah. So, yeah, that was better timing. That was better timing. And even if you don't move my head a lot or anything, this is very disorienting because I can't see anything, right?
Yeah.
So your hands is right there. So ideally you push their head to the side, but you don't, even if you don't get that, like this is still,
It's something to think about.
it still sucks, yeah.
What was the last one? Okay.
Under the chin,
Under the chin.
and then walk them back. So, and maintain contact. And push,
Okay.
and drive. So, yes, like that. Do that one more time. Go, go, go. Good. Good. Nice, nice, nice. But like your blocks were good times because you caught my strikes perfect as you entered. That's what we want. That's what we want. All right, ready? Go. Good. Good. Nice. Good. Good. Nice.
I'm not moving back far enough. I'll move back faster.
I understand not wanting to.
Yeah, like
You
my
got-
thing is no.
You got some, and if you don't, that's fine. I have to deal with that too. All right. And see, even that's, see, when you don't move back,
Yeah.
I just angle. That's
Okay.
what my instinct does. So.
Okay, that's what I need to work on then. Because I was not really sure
Instead
what
of
to do once I
running
got there.
into them, right?
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Not happy with how I did it.